Can she come and talk to me? Oh yeah, I'm in no rush. I'm still eating my breakfast out of my plastic bin. And jolly good morning. This is your Sensei Albam talking to you from Boone, North Carolina, where septic sewage has gotten into their drinking water. Ergo, I'm having to eat my meal out of a plastic tub. You would think they would close down rather than threaten people's lives. So, beyond that, I normally get agitated like heck. And, they're charging me $16 for it. I had to bring my own. I had to go out in the car and get my own coffee. Anyway, that's the IHOP. What is this place? 702 Blowing Rock Road in Boone, North Carolina. The city has allowed their water line to be contaminated. So, really have to pay $9 for that? I mean,
no, they're going to discount it at the register.
I mean, I thought the client was always right. You know, I mean, I didn't even eat much of that omelet.
No, the client is right, sir, but we don't discount on your check. It gets discounted at the register.
I mean, shouldn't I be comped for that? I mean, I'll pay for this meal, you know, but.
Well, yeah, if we had made it wrong, we would comp the entire thing, but we didn't make it wrong.
Yeah, but the way it tasted to me, it was like slimy and icky and so you went through your protocol, but there is no dynamic of the fact that the water is septic and sewage that might have had some effect, that you have no water, that you have to, feed me in a plastic tub.
Well, so that's the town of Boone. We can't control the city of Boone and the town of Boone.
Well, okay.
I mean, we have no control over that. But none of the food that's been prepared is prepared with water. It's pre-mixed.
So the pancakes weren't prepared with water?
No, sir.
Okay.
They were prepared with water 2 days ago, the batter was, before the boil advisory and before the water main broke. None of the food that's in here now has been prepared with any water that happened after the water main broke.
Okay. So I'm just not happy about this.
Well, I definitely apologize about that, but you're still getting a discount on the whole thing. But it doesn't happen until you get to the register to pay.
Okay.
It doesn't come on this.
Okay. And when plague, goes across the country, across the planet, you'll be told that you'll have to pay for it. We are. Oh. Do you remember? Are you old enough to remember DEVO?
No.
There's a band. DEVO stood for De-Evolutionary Organism.
I've never heard of them.
And they used to wear these white, the kind of bunny suits guys wear when they paint a car. They would wear those and plastic flower pots on their heads.
That is crazy.
And they'd play bum 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 bum.
I'm gonna have to Google them.
DEVO. And that was like the 70s. That was like they were ahead of their time. And, say something. Boo boo boo. Oops. Hi there. Anyway, this situation here in Boone, it's compounded by the fact that they're paving the main road into town so that traffic is like, forget about it. And within a week, the student body will be coming here. So that means there'll be an extra 40,000 people that, and they didn't even have bottled water, right? I have nothing to drink. I just go in my car and get my own coffee. And they can't clean dishes. So, guys eat out of plastic troughs. And this is what you have to look forward to. AC, how you doing, bud? So, I would say 60% of America's water is compromised. Like out where I live, they call it the pipe. No one has septic systems. They just kind of dump their sewage into the stream going by their house. And when Mamie moved here and destroyed the small farming communities and put in gigantic agro industry, mostly meat cows, those cows kind of deprecate into them because they're like on top in the little ponds. And that's, I would say, a good portion of America. And then you look at a place like Ferguson, and virtually like the city of Asheville, North Carolina, they were like the Paris of the South. And when they had, when everybody was showing up in the roaring 20s, Belton was having big parties there. And all the intelligentsia went there for the summer. It was like I said, the Paris of the South. And then the Depression came just when the city of Asheville redid the city, meaning they leveled off downtown, they put in tunnel road, tunnel from one side of Asheville to the other, because the mountains for the city, and they put in water and sewer lines. And they built the downtown city plaza. So they probably, spent about $3 billion in today's dollars. And then Depression came, they couldn't pay anybody. So all the contractors kind of went under. And the one guy who put in the septic and the water lines was so pissed off that he burnt all the documentation of where the sewer and water lines are in Asheville, North Carolina, and all the surrounding kind of ancillary areas of the Buncombe County Water District. And as years went by, those lines were mostly made of lead and terracotta. And so, it's mountains and they shift. And so all those pipes have been cracking. And so pretty much, since the 40s, they started to find out that the water was kind of full of every kind of biology you could think of, because people were basically drinking their sewage. Just like today here in Boone, everyone's drinking their sewage, their feces, their excrement, coming out of their kitchen sink is a loaf. And I would say about 60% of the populace of America is drinking that without them knowing it. Well, the only thing that the city of Asheville could do was they had chlorine and ammonia to try and kill the bugs. And all that did was kill the weaker bugs and made the stronger bugs stronger. So today in Asheville, 30,000 people, more or less, die of drinking the water. And most of them aren't the citizens, they're the tourists. So if you have a compromised immune system, if you have AIDS or anything that's dealing with your gut, you're taking your life in your hands. Now, don't believe anything I say. I am just your Griot Country Bob. I know nothing. I am not the luminary genius that so many others are. I'm just your sensei, Al Bob. Huh? So, you do your own homework. Go check it out. Don't believe anything I say. Go Google the water problem in Boone, North Carolina. See how they're dealing with it. Boom, 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 boom. Meaning, when you have a boil water thing, you shouldn't even be washing and stuff because your skin is the most porous part of your body. Shouldn't even be washing your clothes in this stuff. If and when they fix this, the bottom line is that they're making the whole water district here in Boone not drink the water, not use the water. It became, this place should be closed, but they want the money. That's Rickle, and so that's the bottom line. So, what do you guys have to say? Hello, everyone. Hey, Twitchy. Here I am, and this is where the mud apocalypse starts. This is where the Night of the Living Dead here in Boone, North Carolina. Everyone's drinking their sewage. Oops. I'm sure because somebody, it's just like in Ferguson, they try to save a few nickels, so they can increase their own money. Anyway. Yep, that's what it is, Pushy. Mayor of the town. But, baby, everyone thinks they're watery just because it's clear. It's good. And people should look into their own drinking water. Who's doing it, what's it doing, how they're doing it, and where it's coming from. Because, like I said, I'd say that 60% of the people who, get sick from the drinking water. It's really bad. And the bottle companies have done more to make it worse because they want you to buy their bottled water, just like in India. Desant brought up all of the little towns' wells that have been around for hundreds of years that everyone went to get the water from, and they poured concrete in them and forced them to drink bottled water. And the poor people couldn't get it, so the number of infant mortality, and so that's kind of where it's at.
First Colombian to win the Tour de France. He's the youngest cyclist to win the race in 110 years. This victory is not for one rider, but for an entire country, Bernal said. And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. President This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. President Trump's facing widespread outrage after describing Baltimore as a, quote, disgusting rat and rodent-infested mess. Trump made the remark in a tweet attacking Congressman Elijah Cummings, one of the most prominent African-American lawmakers in Washington. Trump tweeted, Baltimore is, quote, considered the worst in the USA and no human being would want to live there. Cummings, who chairs the House Committee on Oversight and Reform, has represented...
Now this guy, he is like a hero of, he was there with Martin Luther King.
Initial tweets came after
He went
Fox
to
News
jail.
ran
He got
a
beat up.
story about Baltimore and after Cummings criticized the conditions of immigration jails along the Mexican border. Officials across Baltimore and Maryland denounced the president's remarks. The Baltimore Sun responded by publishing an editorial headlined, "Better to have a few rats than to be one." On Saturday, CNN anchor Victor Blackwell discussed Trump's comments about his hometown, Baltimore.
Infested. That's usually reserved for references to rodents and insects, but we've seen the president invoke infestation to criticize lawmakers before. You see a pattern here? Donald Trump has tweeted more than 43,000 times. He's insulted thousands of people, many different types of people. But when he tweets about infestation, it's about black and brown people. Infested, he says. The president says about Congressman Cummings' district.
Blackwell then choked up.
That no human would want to live there. You know who did, Mr. President? I did. From the day I was brought home from the hospital to the day I left for college. And a lot of people I care about still do. There are challenges, no doubt. But people are proud of their community. I don't want to sound self-righteous, but people get up and go to work there.
Well, you guys get the picture. So, you can't see. The thing is, Donald Trump was placed there. He lost. Hillary, who wouldn't have been any better. In a lot of ways, she'd be worse. What's great about Donald Trump is he's such a putz that everything he does becomes, it's all about him. That's what he wants. It's all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me. Me, 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 me. So, all you have to do is look at Donald Trump and then look at your own politicians. Look at your mayor. Look at your city council. Look at your state legislators, your governor, your judges. They're all like Donald Trump. Yep, all actors. And so the only way this can change is through all of us. So say we all are pebbles in the pond, that, we have to be that ripple of change, to see the change you want, you have to be the change. Now, we're not perfect. We all have issues. I know I'm a moron, I make mistakes, but I try to learn from them. I try not say I'm perfect. I never make a mistake, I'm not like Donnie saying, I'm a stable genius, Jesus Christ. But I learn from my mistakes, and I embrace them and move forward. I'm all about evolving upward instead of de-evolving, right? Instead of our development to be arrested. There's a great band, I don't know if they're still out there, but go look for their DVDs, not DVDs, their CDs called Arrested Development. They are really hot stuff. I really like them. So anyway, I, just, thinking about, and I'm out here in the deep green. It's really pretty. This morning I just sat and listened to the birds, and I was going to stay at the school because, my host was telling me how, I'm so glad we're getting along. And I was forced to vacate without any real plans or, money or anything. I just hit the sill, right? So, I'm here and I'm happy, I really wanted to get involved with the pipeline, what's the name of that company? Starts with a D. Oh, the lights are flickering. Oh, now the power's going to go out. There go my Lego. Yep. World's a stage. Yep. And all we have to do is watch it, look at it. And we have to be able to step up on the stage and be the good character, right? Not just to be apathetic in the dark, you know. I'm reading a book. Did I bring it with me? Yes. This is quite an amazing book. Invisible Monster. And look at this, you know. Right. That's the Two Faces, and this is a book written by a guy named Chuck Palahniuk, Palahniuk. That lad wrote Fight Club and Lullaby. So this is like a rocket ride, quite interesting. And so someone sent me, a thing on my the Dude Awake 42 at Gmail. Basically sent me a thing, stating that whatchamacallit was on whatchamacallit, the Course in Miracles was online, right? So, yeah, well, Ireland was always the deep green, Jamie. I know, some years it was a little drier than others, but, you're an island out there between the North Atlantic and the North Sea, and, but the beauty of Ireland is, Limerick Lace is really a good picture of what it is. Limerick Lace is, the grandmas would sit underneath the tree and the sun would come through the leaves and leave those patterns on the ground, and they would embroider them, crochet them, whatever lace is. And anyway, I made it here with the idea of doing a little YouTube. I gave you a little message. Go check out drinking water. That's the biggest issue. That's going to be the big killer of, when the hidden hand wants to wipe out, the expendables, which is about, 6.8 billion people. That's how they're going to do it, through the drinking water. And that's how they're already doing it. Certain areas are being basically defined as, we don't need these people, places in Africa, North Africa, in where I am. But, and this is, I would say this little event here in Boone is a more like a B-roll, meaning a test. See how it goes down, because this is, a really super populated area for a very isolated area, especially when those 40,000 kids show up next week. And if they're still, resurfacing the major roads, oh man, I'm not coming back here. Anyway, except on off hours, And so anyway, that's the story. What time is it now? 1:25. I'm gonna hit the bricks, and I'll catch you later. Okay, I love you guys. Stay well, Jamie, Zero, Twitchy, Sarah. May you all enjoy your day. After beer goggles, yeah. These aren't beer goggles. Okay, gang. I love you all. So say we all. Boop, 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 boop.